Everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to the Slowest Blitz, where we are playing Asphodel. It's turn 52, and we got some stuff going on. So, we have completed Conjuration 6, now going up Enchantment 8. At the end of the rainbow, found nothing, but a Haruspex did actually find a Druid's Grove down here, so that's kind of nice. Kind of neat. We got a couple of different battles to watch, mostly us attacking, which I think is very interesting. Man has been on the back foot for a little bit. I say back foot, not on the back foot. Man has been passive for the last kind of like few turns. Maybe not passive, but less active, I suppose. And I'm kind of interested in what's going on there. I don't know if it's because they are distracted by Vanarus attacking the Phaeacian lands, or if it is because they want to let Agartha do the dirty work. I love that the bushes burn. Ooh, he lost some attentive statues here. Huh. Interesting. But regardless, it's created a situation where we actually have quite a few forces moving around and about, without man really doing much of anything at this particular moment. So, we're gonna try to do something with that, and it's probably very stupid. But nobody ever said I was smart, so let's see how it goes, shall we? So it looks like we were successful in all of these raids. It was very nice. I say man has been passive. I mean, we're counter raiding all of these because he took all of them last turn. So that's kind of maybe a stupid thing to say. It's what I mean is he didn't press anything this turn, which makes me think he's either going to just continue these raiding shenanigans because he's focused elsewhere, or he's interested in letting Agartha do the heavy lifting, or both. Who knows, right? So, unexpected event in Frosted Peaks. We get some gold and a bunch of different gems. That's exciting. And in Wick, we get Unrest and minus Dominion. So, it balances out. Worldwide event has occurred. We get +1 heat. And units are affected by disease. It's not great, but kind of whatever. We have been discovered near... Oh god, there's a lot of fucking shit here. There's a lot of Ichthyian warriors there, buddy. I think we probably would have just died to the PD, but you know. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. We were stealthing through Lureborough, and got popped. Why are there so many? Maybe he's going down here, or maybe he's sending them up to Dagor or something like that. Probably. We had a unit of their disease. Great. What are we doing this turn? Almost nothing from a recruitment standpoint because we have no money. Nothing from, or very little from a casting standpoint. We are getting some more manticores. I think that's kind of where we're just dumping gems at the moment because they are pretty decent strength for what we are trying to accomplish. Mostly we're just kind of holding on to our gems though. Trying to see if man is going to move and what Agartha is going to do. But we gotta do something, right? So see a lot of red arrows. Oh god, this is stupid. Look, I realize I'm dead. I've been dead for a while. I've been on the decline for a while. It didn't have to be this way. I made my own bed. I realize the mistakes that I made now, too late. But it is what it is. We're gonna die. We're trying to do some stuff on the way out. We are going to continue rolling around picking up stuff. Because why not? But in the meantime, we're going to see if we can't cause a little bit of concern. We've got this big stack here, right? My assumption is that it's going to come into Kepria. It's possible that... Let me look at this again. These guys are amphibians. These guys are amphibians. These guys are poor amphibians. These guys are poor amphibians. These guys are amphibians. These guys are amphibians. These guys are not. Okay? So, it's possible that most of this, but not all of it, hops the river, I guess, and goes on Emicton. We're hoping that's not going to be the case, but we can't really do anything about that if it is. More likely, they're going to go into Kepria, and that's the situation. So I considered sending everything into Kepria this turn to do a big fight with Agartha. But if Agartha's going to come at us, they're going to come at us, right? So might as well just keep researching and wait to pop them. Instead, we're going to see if we can't provoke more from them and see if we can't bait Man out. Because that's the other situation, is what the fuck is Man going to do, right? Very possible that they just raid us again this coming turn. It does seem like they have turned a lot of their attention to the Vanarusian problem. So we'll see if anything happens there. But in the meantime, we're going to throw a bunch of forces, 700 plus mannequins, at Mountains of Mist. And we are sending over 1,000 siege strength, 1,100. Because this place has 1,000 wall integrity. So we're hoping we're going to pop it immediately. I just don't know if there's anything in here, right? It has seemed as if these various armies that are coming from Agartha have come from down under. And we know that there's like another fort down here. I don't know what Agartha has. I don't know. Regardless, I don't know if there's going to be 30 mages in this thing or what. Basically, we're just sending a bunch of mannequins out here to fuck around and find out, question mark? To see if Agartha, if we crack this fort in one turn, does Agartha go, oh shit, and comes back up? Does Man see all of those forces moved and goes, oh shit, and goes for Asphodel, right? What can we prompt by potentially cracking this fort? Or are we even gonna crack this fort, right? We're getting reports, but I don't know if that actually means anything. I don't know what Agartha's, how many units they have, what they've been doing. I don't know anything. I don't know. I'm so confused by their actions and their mages or lack thereof, or I don't know. So we're just kind of sending out some mannequins and gonna see what the fuck happens. And go from there. Fingers crossed. I know this is gonna be the statement. I should be doing more. I should be casting more rituals. I'm trying to not fall back to the personal excuses, but they are what they are. This was a very depressing moment around when this happened. So it did take a fair amount of willpower to actually get some of these things done. And I do have ideas that I'm planning. It's just some of the things that we need to do them, we don't have, right? Or there's other stuff going on. So ultimately, the intention, we're not going to death basket all this, right? Like, we have ways to burn all of this, almost all of this down in a turn or two if need be. So we're not gonna go out with a shit ton of things, just kind of sitting on hand. But I do wish that I do wish that I was executing on the realization that I made earlier in the concept of like, okay, fuck it. We're getting at least a Carrion Centaur every single turn. So do as I say, not as I do. If you are playing Asphodel in the future and you get yourself into, first of all, you should be doing this way earlier on. Around the like turn 20 mark, especially depending on whether or not you have gotten Mother Oak off or not. But you should be dropping at least a Carrion Centaur every single turn. If you are full, what's the word I'm looking for here? If you are full gem economy, right? And you're lucky, you might be able to drop a Carrion Lord every turn. And if you can, absolutely you should be doing that. But if you have Mother Oak up and you can't drop a Carrion Lord every turn, then you definitely can drop a Carrion Centaur every turn, as well as a Carrion Lord probably every other turn. Well, you like swap, right? Like do a Carrion Centaur, do a Carrion Lord, do a Carrion Centaur, do a Carrion Lord, right? But that all just depends on how successful you've been. If we were playing the way that we should have been playing and we kept on a hold on the Phaeacian lands and were able to side search everything, we would probably be sitting at that point where we could do a Carrion Centaur every turn and then a Carrion Lord every other turn. Or alternatively, just a Carrion Lord every turn. And that is ridiculously worth it. Even if you can't accomplish that, right, depending on what your gem income in is, going into the Carrion Ladies still works just fine. It's just bang for your buck, you're getting better mannequin supplies out of the Carrion Centaurs, and the Carrion Lords are just significantly better combat casters. So Carrion Ladies are kind of like the in-between, which I don't recommend, but they're still research, right? And that's the big thing, right? Is at this point you have no fucking income, so all of your mages have to be summoned, and we should be summoning. We get 16 nature gems a turn. We should be summoning at least a Carrion Lady, at least a Carrion Centaur, probably a Carrion Lady every single turn. And either using them to produce mannequins for combat or using them for research if you're doing the right. So don't make the same mistakes that I am making. I'm aware of those mistakes. Depression and real life are bitches. So try not to have bad life stuff happen while you're in the middle of a Dominions game. God, it sucks. Regardless, we're still going to try to do some stuff. We're going to try to have fun with this and see how things go. I don't know what I'm expecting. I don't know if Agartha is going to try to pull back. I don't know what their plan is, if they'll just defend it with mages. Maybe there are plenty of units here. I don't know if Man will react to this. I don't know. Like, I feel like Man could have killed me so many times already. But when I say that, we look back at the incident at Asphodel, where I actually, both the siege defense of Asphodel and then the battles after that, the battles at Sylvania, the siege defense at Sylvania. There's a lot of these instances where I think I'm just fucking dead. And then Man does something slightly different that I was not expecting, and I still lose, but it don't lose nearly as badly as it could have been. So IDK, right? Maybe we'll be dead in 5 turns. Maybe we'll be dead in 50 turns. And all of this posturing and wasting of time will have been just that, a big waste of time. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, that is it. That's enough from me just yammering on. We'll see if anything happens with Mountains of Mist. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.